Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, today in the arena on the official MTG Arena channel. Remember to like and subscribe. We're going to play Urza Lord Protector and the Mightstone and the Weakstone Meld edition. It's blue-white artifact kind of control, but mostly our objective is to transform into the Urza Planeswalker. You can find some sweet videos all about how Meld works right here on this channel if you check out the other videos, but one thing I can tell you for certain is that it's incredibly fun. We have this card, Urza Lord Protector, which is a good card on its own. It's 3 mana for a 2/4 that makes artifacts, instants, and sorceries cost 1 less to cast. And we have this card right here, the Mightstone and the Weakstone, which is a 5 mana artifact that when it enters the battlefield can draw you 2 cards or give target creature -5/5 until end of turn. So a very flexible card draw or removal option that can then tap for 2 colorless mana that can't be spent to cast non-artifact spells. It's a little funky, but basically it can be used on artifacts and it can be used on activated abilities like the 7 mana Meld ability of Urza Lord Protector, and when you smash them together you turn into the Urza Planeswalker, and you can activate these abilities more than once. There's 5 of them. They do a whole bunch of cool things. Basically it will even make you a ham sandwich. It's incredible the amount of stuff you can do when you finally transform into Urza Planeswalker. So that's the objective. It's a fun quest hidden within the magic cards, and we're going to try to do it for the video today because it's one of the things I'm most excited about for the Brothers War. To make it all happen, you want to have cards that work well with Urza and work well with the Mightstone and Weakstone, mainly artifacts and spells that deal with artifacts, but you also need to protect Urza and keep Urza and the Mightstone Weakstone alive. So we're going to go over several of the ways that we have here to do that. First of all, an artifact that we love putting in the deck is Surge Engine. This is a 2 mana 3/2 defender construct, and for a blue it can lose that defender ability permanently and gain the ability that it cannot be blocked. So it becomes much more aggressive. If you put in 1 blue mana, put in 3 mana, and it becomes a 5/4 that can't be blocked. Nice. And when you put in 6 mana, 4 blue, you draw 3 cards. You can only do that once, and you have to do the other modes first, but it is a really cool little card advantage ability and a threat that the opponent wants to deal with. It also have 2 copies of Urza's Command and 1 copy of Urza's Rebuff for some thematic interaction. Urza's Rebuff can counter a spell but can also tap 2 target creatures to keep you alive, and Urza's Command can give it can do a lot of things, but we end up using all the modes in various ways in this video, so you'll get to see all the different cool options a flexible spell like this provides. And then we have ways to protect Urza. The new card Soul Petition can exile an on-land permanent, and then as long as it remains exiled, the owner may play it. A spell cast by an opponent costs 2 more, so you can hit your opponent's stuff, and then they have to pay 2 more to cast them. That's pretty good, and that's mostly what it's for, delaying the opponent from doing their strategy so that we can get ours together. But if we target our own card, such as Urza or the Mightstone Weakstone, when the opponent tries to blow them up, we can cast those cards from exile as well, and we don't have to pay 2 more. We're not our opponent. We're good like that. And then the protection that we have otherwise is a little card from Kamigawa that I haven't seen many people play alongside Urza, but works very well in this deck, is Selfless Samurai. This is 1 and a white for a 2/2, and it says whenever a samurai or warrior that you control attacks alone, it gains lifelink. Only really relevant for the samurai itself gaining lifelink, but you can sacrifice a Selfless Samurai, and another target creature you control gains indestructible until end of turn. The biggest problem with Urza, in my experience, has been that window where you want to play it on turn 3, because it makes all your other plays so much cheaper and better, and it sets up a great curve. Urza into the Mightstone Weakstone, into activation as long as you hit your land drops, is a melded Urza on turn 5. The problem, all they have to do is have 1 spell to kill your Urza and you're out of luck. Well, if you're 2-drop, your turn 2 play is the Selfless Samurai. It can be sacrificed to protect Urza. So that is why I think it fits perfectly in the deck, and I'm surprised I haven't seen other people play it, but that's what we're going to do today. And then over here, we have a bunch of cards that you've probably seen before if you've played Magic for a little while. If you haven't, that's okay. But we've got Destroy Evil to remove opposing threats, Negate, which can also protect Urza if we have 1 more mana, Reckoner Bankbuster, which is a cheap artifact, and we can use the mana from the Mightstone and the Weakstone to draw cards with it. It also can be crewed by the Surge Engine, which is a very nice little synergy if you want to be able to make your Surge Engine more useful in the early game. We have 1 Celestis, which I found to be pretty useful in the deck for just having another artifact and more mana. And we have 1 copy of Karn Living Legacy, which is 50% flavor and 50% the fact that Karn making the Power Stone tokens, and then using the -1 to use the mana from the Power Stone tokens, including the Mightstone and Weakstone, to dig through your deck. I have found it to be a very useful, relevant ability, and it's very on flavor with the lore for Urza. So now I have introduced to you my Urza Meld deck and how we plan to defend our Lord Protector and turn it into the mighty Urza Planeswalker and conquer the game. So let's dive in. Let the Urza Meld nonsense begin. Oh yay, we have Samurai into Urza. If we draw Mightstone, Weakstone, we are doing it. Ah, mono red, the ancient enemy. Behold, my 2/2 life linker, the bane of your existence. Along with 4 toughness. All right, they have a Phoenix chick that is now a 2/2. Yeah, look at him go. All right, 1-drop, 1-drop, 1-drop from the opponent. Here is our Urza Lord Protector. And let's see if we can do something neat with him. All right, the double attack tells us that they probably have a lightning strike. If we block with the Urza, they'll kill it. So we want to take this hit, and then next turn we might be able to get them with Urza's command if they go for the same play again. Urza's command with many options. The one I'm talking about is -2/-0 to creatures I don't control. And they play a flying 2/2 Devastator as well. There's a negate. I wonder if I should play the Bankbuster or hold up the negate. I think we should get the Bankbuster out of the way. All right. I expect them to charge right in. Feeling very comfortable. They play an adversary. Okay. This is just getting better and better. No Urza's command has ever received this much value. I think I most want to kill the Kumano. It exiles things when they die. Throw that lightning strike. There it is. Oh, baby. Feels so good. -2/-0. Let's make a Karnstruct so we have some board presence. Dude. That just prevented 11 damage to my face. Oh, man. Unfortunately, we don't have many artifacts. So we're still not in a great spot. The opponent will think twice about coming after me again. They still have 4 damage a turn in the air, though, that we have to figure out how to beat. Draconic Destiny. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1, has flying, haste, and 1 +1/+0 until end of turn. When this dies, return it to owner's hand. The solution mono red has been looking for. Let's draw a card and see if we possibly hit a removal, like a Destroy Evil. Nope. And then we negate it. Life total falling. Another negate. All right. Let's start making some artifacts. Pump up this Karnstruct.
I require more energy.
Will they attack Karn or ignore it? Do burn decks go face? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Down to 7. And they have a card that can make things unable to block. Great. We need more of those Urza commands. The first one was so good. Soul Petition. Okay. Partition can keep us around. We could -1 and pay some mana. We could also push for an emblem because that can just wreck their board. Let's do it.
Every power stone fuels our cause.
There's a few things we can do if they attack all. Let's wait and see what they do here. Okay, they activate this so they can make a large creature unable to block, and this will be a 5/3. A 5/3. I could block it with Bankbuster. I'm gonna make this unable to block. This can still block a Bloodthirst. Okay, let's let that happen. We want to focus on the flyers with our interactive spells. Yep. In response, we crew. We block here and here. Let's draw. Another Urza. Let's bounce the chick, because when it comes back, it won't have the counter. And let's Soul Petition the Devastator. So it costs 2 more next time. Who needs to meld? Just, you know, blow them out in combat twice, and away they go. All right, opponents going first. We try to get on the board with Samurai and Surge Engine. No Urzas to be found, but give them time. Dog? Woof woof. Okay. There's an Urza. Here's a Samurai. Restoration of Iganjo. Blue-white enchantment value pile-ish. I think I just blow up the Restoration of Iganjo. We can protect Urza. Maybe that's the play. Just to get Urza down? I guess so. Getting that cost reduction could really pay off. Celestis. It's like all value. Everything about the deck is value. All right, I don't think we attack with the Samurai here because even though the lifelink is nice, double blocking with the dogs would take it off the field. We do have to be careful though of attacking into a Wandering Emperor. That is something that the Samurai can't protect us from. So let's do this. And this. And this. And then we have 2 mana up to activate the Bankbuster. And we'll just hang out. See what the opponent comes up with. Teferi. I hear that's a good card. Oh, one of my favorite cards from the new set. Draws cards, makes creatures that draw more cards. It looks like they're just going hard on the loyalty. Okay. So, draw. What we're going to do eventually is take out the Architect. But we can also just 5 for this, and that can kill Teferi. So, that's going to cost us all our mana. So let's do, instead of drawing with Bankbuster, because we'll run out of mana the next turn doing Destroy Evil and activating the engine, let's activate the engine now. Let's Destroy Evil now. And another activation. Still unblockable. Let's take out Teferi. Now, So again, Wandering Emperor is a thing. So I don't know if I want to attack with this Urza. But I think I will. I just want to tempt them. Because if they Wandering Emperor and get rid of the Urza, right now that's fine. It means they didn't get rid of the engine. And I think they're going to get rid of the engine. I still don't want to trade the Samurai with the dogs. Yeah, can't be blocked, opponent. What do you think of that? How about them apples? They're like, no, my Teferi. Okay. They do get the Celestis trigger. And they do untap with 5 going to 6 mana, so watch out for Farewell. That's something the Samurai can't help us with. Wedding announcement, okay. Wedding announcement. That's gonna be a lot of creatures. We're gonna have to close the game before those take over. Let's draw. Another engine. If we hit an untapped land, we might be able to level up and draw 3 with this engine. There it is. We gonna do a draw 3? You don't have to decide now. We can attack and then figure it out at instant speed. But if they remove this at instant speed, it could be a disaster. How are we going to close this game? Maybe we're not supposed to draw 3 at all. Make them want to sweep? They probably don't. They look like they're trying to be a token deck. So maybe getting another engine down is the best way to threaten if they deal with this engine and go for another Teferi. Let's try to get them to trade their cards away now instead of later. Later, the wedding announcements go off and their creatures become huge. No blocks. Down to 8. They're not going to fare well after playing 2 announcements, right? That's insane. No one would do that. Yeah, we can level up and draw. No, not necessarily. Maybe we do play another Samurai. No, let's hold it. Definitely have a better chance of forcing them to attack, though, if we play this. All right. They're not going to board wipe. Oh, they're just dead to the 2 Surge engines. They had no solution? They had so many cards in hand, I can't believe it. Well, I guess unblockability can be good. All right, we're on the draw with a hand that hopefully the opponent goes for a Fable of the Mirror Breaker and then we would negate them. Other than that, it doesn't do much. They're a big diamond, so I'm gonna guess that they play Fable, because that's the best card in Standard. That's a definite tell. Keep. Okay. Last time I took a keep like this, they were playing mono white and then they played This is the second time I've been on the draw keeping a sussy hand and they always have Thalia. Okay. Okay. That's great. That was a good draw, though. Drawing the Surge Engine made sure that we actually had a play. If Urza lives, it can offset the Thalia. There's a chance. There's a chance. The opponent takes about 5 minutes to read Surge Engine. Makes sense. It's a little bit of text on the card. Just standard Magic design. It's all good. All right. Guardian of New Benalia. That can be a very frustrating attacker as well. Let's play Urza. Try to make this Thalia not so painful. It's okay. They're just reading the backside of Urza, I'm sure. It's fine. This is fine. All right. That gives soldiers a bonus. Here comes Guardian. For 6? Yeah, this is a lot. This is a lot. And 2 to the top. So we could make them discard, and sometimes I believe in that, but I really want to get the samurai down. So no blocks this time. Just take a casual 6. No big deal. This is fine. Sun Gold Sentinel, 4/3. All right. Urza's command here can reduce the size of these, so we might get some advantageous blocks. I really think the opponent's going to play a Brutal Cathar. They scryed 2 to the top, but let's see if we can just pass the turn and react to what they do. They might have no negatable targets in their whole deck because they're a Thalia deck, so this card is already dead, so it's like we already took a bad mulligan, and we're behind on board. This is about as hard as it gets when you play Magic Arena. All right. Interesting. The opponent enlists. Scry 1 to the top, 1 to the bottom. A 5/3 this time. Let's throw some blocks and see what the opponent does. If they have a Ganjo, Seat of the Empire, then this isn't a very good setup at all, but there's not much we can do about it. I really wish I could save this Surge Engine, but I don't think I can. I can reduce the damage I take. Not much else. Okay, there it is. They're going to save the Sun Gold Sentinel. I guess they're going to lose the Thalia. That's good for us. So they might have another Thalia here. Let's see. Yep. Okay. So we go Urza's command. We can scry 1 and draw. We want to do this before the Thalia fully resolves. And then we'll also make the construct. Couldn't be a better thing to scry to the bottom. A Bankbuster we can't play. A Destroy Evil that hits nothing. Gosh, it's so bad. Well, I guess we'll play this Celestis, makes this a 2/2. And this Samurai, so we can throw some Indestructible around. And see what they do. Not much we can do. So they can make the Sun Gold unblockable. Let's see if they go for that. We know they're drawing good cards because they keep scrying to the top. So we can't expect them to have nothing. That's the real bad news. So we'll go over here. Then here. I guess they're letting me block, so I should. They might have another Thalia again. Let's see what happens. All right. Protect. Okay, another Thalia dies. Anointed Peacekeeper. Let's see what they name. You know what I'm really starting to wonder is in my deck? The Mightstone and the Weakstone. I haven't seen that card in, I think, about 50 minutes of gameplay. That can definitely mess with your experience. They name Destroy Evil, but it still can't even target anything of theirs. That's a good draw. That's a pretty good draw. All right, let's play the Karn. And make the Power Stones. Power Stones increase the size of the construct, which could be very important.
I require more energy.
3/3, 2/2, 4/3. If I got rid... have to watch out for this, right? Choose a color, hexproof from that color. I guess I could still block. All right. And I have colorless, so they can't get past the construct with the Sun Gold Sentinel using the ability. That could be huge. That could be huge. They know about everything but the one thing they should know about. Yeah, that seems like a good draw. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh no, they're all attacking. All right, at 7, how do we do this? How do we do this? Can take these two and go to 1. I really want to kill this. I really do. If we get rid of this and block here, we can. And then this can block here. Then we're not dead. Head rubbing intensifies. I know. All right. It's a tough one. It's a really tough one. It's not the blowout I would have wanted, but we can't target the Sentinel. So we can at least make everything a little less painful. Now we can kill this if we do this, but then we lose. I guess we're going to lose it anyway. We need an artifact to block with. Or we're going to get Sentineled. Or we can hope that the opponent uses this ability and then we kill the Sentinel. Oof. Oof. Down to 3. All right, Karn. Great draw. Exactly what we needed. Everything I had hoped for in life, to be honest. All right. We want to get that Celestis trigger. We're going to discard Negate because they don't run spells. Then what's going to happen? Can I put any mana into Karn? Gonna do this. How much mana left over? 1, 2, 3. I think I should put 2 mana into Karn. So I can also hit like a Soul Petition or something. All right. How much? 1, 2. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, 3. We'll put 3 in. No, 2, because we might play a creature.
We must conceal our plans.
Awesome. Exactly what I needed. Once again, the deck comes through. Don't worry, we'll turn it into something amazing. I can feel it. It's right there. Okay. Nope. Oh wait, you're legendary. Okay, we can do that and destroy evil if they, you know, if they increase the size of the creatures. You're telling me there's a chance. I mean, it is a land. What you gonna name? Because I can, you know. What you gonna name? White. Excellent choice. Now they can't play this veteran unless they have the land. They can't exile it. They're gonna play another. It's a good draw. It's a good draw. It's a very good draw. Oh, don't worry. We're fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I got the mana. Nighttime is the right time to draw too many bank busters. Has this card been worse ever? I'm not sure, but I can get a Celestis trigger. How do I stay alive? I don't think it's good enough. Do I go another 2 deep? Maybe 3 deep? I need to kill another one of these. There is no question about that. So how deep do I have to go to get a removal spell in my life? How deep? What does it take? 3 should be enough, right? 3 should definitely be enough. Come on. We can do this. We can do this.
Desperate times call for innovative solutions.
I've decided it's 4. Mightstone, Weakstone. Ganjo and Destroy Evil. Kill it! Again. And again. And no attacks, because you're on blocking duty. That's a pretty good stall tactic. Oh my god. Are we... If they top deck a Brutal Cathar, I will cry. Alright, they did not top deck a Brutal Cathar. This does not pump the Peacekeeper, so I can still block. Okay. Ah. No. So they scoop because they know I'm gonna meld. And when I meld, nothing good is going to happen to them for the rest of this game. And I can't believe we pulled that off. Our opponent's name is Islands, and their avatar is Teferi, and they have a Black Lotus for a pet. Yeah, we keep a Bankbuster. Because this is probably control. Oh, what do you know? Alright, do we be aggressive with a Surge Engine? If they're mono blue tempo, might want the engine. Bust it. We bust it. I thought for a moment they were going to counter that with 1 mana. What's that? Memory Deluge right into the yard. Blue-white control. Oh god. Oh my. So, we could go for Celestis here. If they run Make Disappear and Syncopate, that's exactly what they want us to do. I'm going to spend this turn drawing, and then I might go for the Celestis next turn, because if it works out, I have 2 mana to keep activating the Buster. Alright, they play their own Celestis. That's good for us. That means our Celestis is really likely to resolve. Soul Partition. Might just hit their Celestis with it, to be honest, but we can wait. Oh, do we have a matchup here? So they probably play, I'm guessing, Lear, Disciple of the Drowned, Teferi, who slows the sunset. Ugh. Okay, that can make mana.
Let's improvise.
That can make mana. So we can draw here, or we can try to petition the Teferi. I think I want to keep the drawing going. We can petition it on our turn. Untapped land would be really good too. Okay, we got it. And it's a land that can attack and block. That's good. So let's try to exile their Teferi with Soul Partition. And if they play it again, it costs 2 more. Good. Now we're more likely to be able to attack it. I think we want to get out the Samurai. They'll probably just kill the Samurai, but if it's on the field, then they don't kill the engine. The other option is to hold up Urza's command, but I really plan to use the Bankbuster this turn. I want to finish it off. Let's use the Celestis, because the opponent might target it with their own Soul Partition. And we want our open mana to be lands. Yep, there's the removal spell. So, do they go for Teferi again? They do. But this time we can send the Bankbuster after him.
With me here, we'll have
Doesn't quite finish it off, though. Yeah, the mana they can generate that way is quite the pain. There's Urza. Ooh. Ooh. Are we doing it? Oh, we got the partition again. If we power up the Foundry and the Bankbuster and go after it, and they play a removal spell, can we protect anything? No, not really. But maybe they try to kill our Bankbuster, we soul petition it, and we reload it. I like that. I think I'll also just get this Urza down. Okay, no response from the opponent. Like that. Like where this is going. Okay, we got to Fairy down.
Really should have seen that coming.
I forgot to play my Tranquil Cove, I was so excited. There's a Firestorm. All right, let's try to protect Urza so that the Firestorm doesn't kill him. We can replay it without paying 2 more. Mightstone, Weakstone. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. A little definitely punished for missing that land drop. But let's get this down. And we'll draw 2. We play the Surge Engine because it's an artifact. We crew the Bankbuster because its power is 3. We hit him for 4. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right, Islands. I'm coming for you. We are the one who knocks. And bolted. Bummer. And another Teferi. The hits just keep on coming. So this is particularly concerning because they could have Wandering Emperor. So even attacking the Teferi here could go very badly for us. But we have enough mana to meld the Mightstone and Weakstone. And they only have 2 cards. Do we go for it? Do we go for it? Oh, they have some reaction. They have some kind of reaction. But it might just be a Wandering Emperor. Devious cover-up! No! It exiles my Urza. We'll have to find a new one. Okay. Oh, that is what we call a bummer. That is a bummer. That will shuffle those 2 back in. So our opponent is on Mega Dirtle control. Mega Omega Dirtle. Man, we're a mana short of doing anything that I really want to do, like use the Urza's command. And we know if they untap with this mana, they're going to flash back the Memory Deluge, and then they'll be very far ahead. So I think we have to do this.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
And then I'm going to play the other Mightstone Weakstone and draw 2. Oh, good. Everything we ever needed in a cards. Sometimes you gotta go through a lot of land to make things happen. All right. Well, they drew a land. They flash back the Deluge. They go deep. They're gonna get to pick 2 cards out of their top 7 that they like. And that usually means they're good cards. Samurai can help us. I guess Indestructible does help against several of their removal spells. It's tempting, though, to just pass. Because if we pass, Celestis triggers. But they get 1 too. I don't like sharing. No Teferi? Just pass? Okay, that's bad. That's something between more Devious Cover-Up, more Memory Deluge, and Wandering Emperor. But let's see if this resolves. We're going to try to scry one and make a Construct. If the opponent makes a play here, they don't get the Celestis trigger, which might be what they want. Syncopate! Cool. So fun. It's okay. It's one of my favorite things to do to opponents as well. Alright. I'll keep attacking them and keep trying to resolve my Urza's commands. Just trying to play new cards here, opponent. Can't we just play nice? Can't we just get along?
I hope you're ready to
Make a samurai, huh? Interesting.
keep watch for intruders.
Prepare for shenanigans. Actually doesn't hit anything of theirs, does it? So it's a spell, which we really wanted spells, but it doesn't really help us. So the -2/-0 makes us an 0/2, so we get to keep our creatures. Which can hopefully pressure this Wandering Emperor. Now we played a spell. There's not going to be a Celestis trigger. Do we play out the engine? We do have the Samurai, so I think it's a good play. Lego my ego. Don't mess with the engine. I need to draw some cards from that thing. Exile all creatures and all artifacts. They are babies. It only just begun. I guess that's a card. I think we draw cards. I think that if we use the -5/-5 and then attack with the Foundry, we can kill the Wandering Emperor, but we don't get ahead. I think we've got to draw our way back into this game. And reward it, I would say. Finally, a negate showed up. We get to take out the Emperor.
Try not to miss.
And we try to hold it together. Timeless Lotus, you got it. You can have all that mana. I can't do anything about all that mana. But let's just fight the threats. Let's hope they just draw too much mana. What? Wait, what? Did that really just happen? Activate. We have enough to meld and protect. We did it. We made an Urza. Now we just have to make sure that we defend it and find the victory. All right. I mean, I can just take out that Lotus. Is that the idea? Is that what we want? We get 2 activations. I think we take out that Lotus. Yeah, what a way to finally meld this sucker, right? To finally meld Urza. All right, draw 2 and discard 1. Yep.
Everything falls.
And pass the turn. Consider from the opponent. Think about it. Think about it, Islands. It's got to be good. It's got to be real good. Oh, that could have bounced Urza, and they got rid of it. I guess that doesn't necessarily solve the problem, though. I think we let them have this Teferi. We're only countering something that actually beats Urza. Something that removes it. Because otherwise Urza can just remove the Teferi. There it is. There it is. All right, now we do it again, right? Now we have to find a way to do it again. Never mind. The opponent is not going to sit through that. We did it! We melded Urza. Did you feel the power? Did you? Then smash that like button and hit subscribe. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I'll see you in the next video. You're cool.